This edition of Scuba Nation is brought to you by Sea Dog and Shipyard Ales, the official beer of Scuba Nation. Best Western, the official hotel of Scuba Nation. Sea Life Underwater Cameras. Cressy, the official equipment provider for Scuba Nation. Shipyard Brewery is a proud sponsor of Scuba Nation. Born in Maine, brewed in Florida. We are in the fabulous Florida Keys to check out some of the incredible marine life and wrecks they have there. We'll pay a visit to the mighty Vandenberg, look at some tiny tropicals, and check out some of the amazing places to eat along the way. Fish and chips, anyone? Next on Scuba Nation.
Who is Scuba Nation? Billy C., Boston born and raised.
What are we doing? What are we doing?
Fitch and Mitch, Southern boy. And every other diver on the planet. So join us as we travel the globe exploring Mother Ocean. Welcome to Scuba Nation. One nation underwater. Presented by Leisure Pro. Visit leisurepro.com for all your diving and snorkeling needs.
Billy, we're back in the fabulous Florida Keys checking out some amazing dive sites.
Hey, we're going on a fish and ships expedition. So we're gonna check out reefs, we're gonna check out some of the ships that are on the water in the fabulous Florida Keys. What else are we gonna do?
Eat some local fare.
You're gonna eat some local fare. Fish and chips, fish and chips. This time on the Scuba Nation. Vandy! Kinda like this. I like this.
Definitely the Keys are a wonderful dive destination because it has every type of diving available. Whether you're a novice person just trying to experience it for the first time, many of the shops have resort courses where they'll guide you personally through 2 dives so you can experience it.
Our dive operation is a little bit different than most stores. You know, we're more service oriented. I believe the equipment is all carried down to the boat for you. You don't have to carry your equipment. You don't have to change your tanks. We try and make it as easy as possible. We have a very simple philosophy. We want to treat you the way we would like to be treated when we go somewhere. Also, while you dive with us, you have guest privileges at Key West Harbor Yacht Club. So you can use the bar, restaurant, pool, private beach, there's showers, and it's just a great place, especially if you have non-divers in your group. While you're out diving, they can lay out by the pool.
If you're just a recreational diver, you want to dive on our reefs that are actually 30 to 40 foot maximum, or you want to get into a little higher adventure. And that most of the wrecks are deeper because they're larger warships, and that's available to the more experienced diver. We, however, do have wrecks in shallow water, so we can accommodate whatever level of diver you are in the Florida Keys.
Now on a typical day of diving in the Florida Keys, in the mornings, all the dive operators, they like to hit a big, deep wreck. From Key Largo to Key West, we got a ton of shipwrecks. The top 5 dive site in the entire world lives in Key West, and that is the mighty Vandenberg.
The first dive we did with the Vandenberg, we've had excellent visibility lately, probably exceeding 100 foot. It is actually the largest artificial wreck ever sunk in a marine sanctuary. The Vandenberg rests in about 150 feet of water. The main deck is about 100 feet, which is the maximum dive depth that we do. We like to do the guided tours because there is so much to see and there's so many high points. You could dive it 100 times and never see it all, but we want to make sure you get the best photo shots that, you know, we've become pretty familiar with the wreck, where certain marine life is hanging out at. And then the other aspect is safety.
And today we saw barracudas, we saw horse-eyed jacks, we saw schools of fish swimming by, and we got to hang out by the bow, little current, great viz. It's awesome.
One of the nice additions that I saw was the POW flag somebody put on it. I'm an Army veteran, and to see somebody care like that for our POWs was a nice touch to the Vandenberg.
The second dive is one of my favorite. It's called haystacks, and we call it that because they're big mounds of coral that are sort of off of the spur and groove, a little bit to the south of it, in about 30, 35 foot of water, and they remind us of big haystacks like you would see in a field going out through the farm country. And some of them come up 15 feet high, and if you go slow and take your time and look up underneath of them, there's tremendous fish life there.
You know, seeing all the amazing fish is one thing, but sometimes you see an animal behavior that's something you don't see every day. Today we got to see a stingray eating. It was in the middle of a sand channel and it was pounding on something, whether it was conch or a lobster, and we saw a cloud of dust, all the sand, and we're like, something's going on over there. We swim up to it, and sure enough, a big southern stingray was having his lunch.
Florida Keys has more species of tropical fish and marine life than any of the Caribbean.
It's all the shallow reef dives. You're gonna see all the tropicals. You're gonna get to see so many different colors of fish, and it's just enveloping all around you continuously during your dives that you're just overwhelmed by the color, you're overwhelmed by the variety of fish.
We see just about every tropicals, morays, we see nurse sharks, grouper, snapper, The Florida Keys are really known for the marine life, and the Keys are basically like diving in a fishbowl.
Hello, summer. I feel so free in this paradise. Shine on, in a better place. The ocean breeze and the quiver.
It's your chill time. Let's go.
Shipyard Export is the beer that built Shipyard Brewing Company. Thank you, Export, for bringing families and friends together for over 22 years. For all the good times, special memories, and moments still to come. We toast the beer that's always been there and always will be.
Thanks, Export!
Shipyard Export, the beer that built Shipyard Brewing Company.
At Leisure Pro, you can shop with peace of mind, with the best return policy in the industry. Did you use your product but still want to return it? No problem. You'll receive full store credit for that new equipment you have your eye on. You can return any item for a full refund within 60 days, so go ahead and shop with ease of mind. Leisure Pro and worry-free returns.
At Sea Life, we know why you dive. You can capture your experience with ease. Sea Life's Micro 2.0 is easy to use, the sealed camera is flood-proof, and the results are amazing. Make your encounter with Sea Life.
Dive the Atocha with Mel Fisher's expedition in Key West. Be a treasure hunter and dive the active wreck site of the richest Spanish galleon ever discovered. Mel Fisher and his crew discovered the mother lode in 1985. Today, the search continues for the remaining hundreds of millions of dollars in cargo. The Fisher family now invites you to learn proper salvage techniques from the world's greatest treasure hunters. Join us for the adventure of a lifetime. Today's the day.
Hello, summer. I feel so free in this paradise. Shine on, in a better place. The ocean breeze and the quiver.
It's your chill time. Let's go.
This edition of Scuba Nation is brought to you by Maris Dive Gear. Just add water. The Florida Keys and Key West. Come as you are. Celebrity Chef Bobby Stokey. ChefBobbyStokey.com. Goomba 360 Dive Flags, the official dive flag of Scuba Nation.
Hey, Scuba Nation, back in the kitchen with our main man, Chef Bobby Stokey.
Yeah, we're talking about dessert today. We're going to chunk everything up, and then all you're going to do is kind of mix it all together, okay? Olive oil.
I never really thought of olive oil for dessert, but we're
dessert.
doing this.
Be pretty liberal with the olive oil.
Okay.
Okay, and then a little bit of cinnamon and some nutmeg. Sprinkle that all on there.
Nice.
All right, and finally, before you go ahead and put it in the oven, we're just going to take our mint and our basil and go ahead and sprinkle that just right on top.
We're throwing this in the oven, huh?
We're throwing this in the oven. From there, put it on a baking dish, throw it right into the oven, bake it 350 degrees, about 30 minutes, and you're gonna get something just like that.
Nice.
Oh yeah, look at that, warm fruit, nice vanilla ice cream.
What's this?
Our local honey. It is our mangrove honey. Finish it off with some more mint, a little bit more basil. Oh, so delicious.
Oh my God. I never knew fruit could taste so good. Oh man.
Right here on Scuba Nation.
Wow, that is good. Now this adventure in the fabulous Florida Keys is all about fish and chips. Kind of like fish and chips because there's a lot of great places to eat down here. And we're gonna take you to one of the best places to eat in the fabulous Florida Keys. That's Hawkfish Grill. It's just one of those places that you wanna sit down after a day of diving and eat and drink, baby.
We have some of the greatest restaurants in the Keys. My favorite is Hawkfish Grill, and a little hard to find, but well worth the adventure to get there.
Bobby, what are you doing to
Got
us?
your world famous Vandenberger.
The Vandenberger.
The week that the Vandenberger went down, we
Right.
built that sandwich. We got tuna nachos here, conch fritters, and we got the famous hogfish tacos. We've been here 15 years now. When we got it, at 30 seats here. It wasn't like this, wasn't a tiki or anything like this. And the kitchen was behind the bar. It consisted of a George Foreman grill, a microwave oven, a soup warmer, and a hot dog machine. And that's what we inherited. We got a grill, and we started serving fresh hogfish sandwiches and hogfish tacos. So we built the restaurant around one item, a hogfish sandwich. And this is it. This is the Hogfish Bar and Grill. We've been here 15 years now. And we're downtown Stock Island on the shrimp docks. Back then, nobody came down this section of Stock Island, so we said, hey, Hogfish Bar and Grill, a great place if you can freaking find it.
Just incredible seafood. Being a local person, was born here in Key West. I've been eating seafood my whole life. I'm very, very picky about how fresh it is, and I'm never disappointed at just hogfish. It's always wonderfully fresh and uniquely prepared.
And you know, divers love to do two things after they go scuba diving.
Eat and drink.
That's it. And this is the place to come to.
Eat and drink. You know, it's a funky spot. It's low key, you know, it's easy to park here, free parking, nobody beating you down for tickets and stuff. So the food scene in Key West is evolved over the years. You know, back when I started getting into the restaurant business, every single thing looked like this. All the bars and restaurants in Key West will look like this. Everybody's going back to what we knew, funky. People come to Key West for that funkiness.
And
they
they're
don't come
authentic.
to Key West for that,
Yeah, they want
that white
authentic.
tablecloth and candles and stuff like that. They want funky fish houses and shrimp shacks and stuff like that. And that's what's popular now.
One of the unique things about places like Hogfish is the ambiance. They're on the water, there are cheeky huts, there's picnic tables, and you're watching the beautiful sunsets while you're eating great food. And places like the Hogfish, all locals go there, and that's where they take their family on visits.
Of course, as you realize, the lionfish invasion that's really taken its toll, and we're making some strides at eliminating this invasive species here in Florida. What about cooking up some lionfish? Is that something you and your other places get into?
We do. We cook lionfish here every year. Usually in the wintertime when the other divers come in, we get a lot of lionfish. But the most important thing to do is eat as much lionfish as you can.
Amen.
The lionfish, just as good as hogfish.
Incredible.
My humble opinion.
It is good. I made lionfish scallopini for my wife last year and blew her away.
Forget about it.
Blew her away. Wow. Pounded it out a little bit, made a scallopini dish out of it. It was unbelievable. You gotta eat lionfish.
Yeah.
Everybody's gotta eat it.
Bob, thank you so much.
Guys, thank you for coming out. Always a
So-
pleasure.
so
Anytime,
good.
anytime you guys want to come in.
Lunch was
Go
fantastic.
spearfishing, come in. I'll cook up you a nice meal for you.
Lunch
All
was
right?
fantastic.
Bob,
guys.
Cece, thank you very much.
Yeah, and get over here to Hogfish Grill, dude. All right. Now, I know
Oh, he's gonna take a shot at
I know
eating
he's
it.
got a big mouth. Now, I want to see if he could actually take
Oh, he
a
can
freaking
do it.
bite of this guy. Let's
Push
see.
it down.
Let's see what happens here.
Take this toothpick out of it.
I
Take
think
that
it's almost,
toothpick out
I
of
think
it.
it's almost as big as the Vandenberg.
Yeah, it might be.
Okay.
Oh my God. Here we go. Here we go. He did it. He did it.
All right.
Perfect. Yeah, perfect.
Stay with us through the break. We check out the drop in Isla Mirada. Accommodations provided by the Best Western Key Ambassador in Key West. A colorful and uniquely charming Key West resort experience awaits you on the quiet side of the island. Book now at keyambassador.com.
We all know how important it is to have proper lighting on any dive or snorkel adventure. Lack of light can make images appear green and blue. Sure, you can add filters, you can attempt to edit later, but the best thing you can do for your images is add a powerful light. Sea Life makes the most popular underwater camera systems in the world. Recently, Sea Life introduced their powerful new Sea Dragon lights, designed for compact POV cameras like GoPro. Hey scuba divers, go to your favorite dealer and ask for the Sea Dragon lighting by Sea Life.
The Florida Keys are home to a protected 2,800 square mile national marine sanctuary, an abundance of wrecks, and over 6,000 different species. But whether you're a diver or a snorkeler, there's always room for one more.
Really, see, I cannot believe this Reef Safe mask departure. I mean, my mask never fucked up once.
Mitch, Reef Safe is known for more than just sun care products, my man. Wow, that's what I'm talking about.
Reef Safe, keeping our beaches beautiful.
I thought they were mermaids.
Struck out again.
Sun responsibly. Protect your skin from the sun's burning rays and help protect our ocean and its inhabitants. Reef Safe biodegrades in oceans, rivers, and lakes, and non-toxic to sea life.
Sing it, don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright.
There's a paradise created for two people in love, where everything's included, so you don't have to worry about a thing. No worry, no problem.
Sing it, don't worry, 'cause every little thing is gonna
Call 1-800-SANDALS and save up to 65%.
This edition of Scuba Nation is brought to you by Reef Safe, scientifically proven to be safe for corals. Uzi Amphibious Gear. Spare air, there when you need it. Ocean Reef, underwater, naturally.
Hey Scuba Nation, Billy C here. I'm here at the Ancole Nature Center, and we're in an urban area, but yet there's these green spaces that you probably don't even know about. And this is a crown jewel in the Parks and Recreation system here in the greater Fort Lauderdale area. Some parks are for nature, some parks are for recreation. Today, it's all about the nature. We're gonna go kayaking and check out the mangroves. System has 3 kayaking trails. Designated by color, there is the white, green, and red trail. Each takes about an hour to paddle through. Bring a cooler and spend an entire day exploring these mangroves. They are beautiful and truly breathtaking. It's a great day on the water with family and friends. So head outside and enjoy Broward County's Parks and Recreation.
And what's really awesome about diving in the Florida Keys is the diversity of the diving you can do. I mean, First dive, we were on one of the world-renowned Vandenberg wreck. And then right after that, hit a shallow reef, plenty of tropicals and sea life. Doesn't get any better than diving in the Florida Keys.
First dive was on a spot we call the drop, and starts around 60, drops straight down with reef to about 90, 95, and we popped out in that 95-foot range, hit a nice cool patch reef with a huge bait ball on it. Got to watch the mackerel darting in and feeding on the bait ball. It was incredible. It was an awesome dive. Plus we got a lionfish on that one, which is good. You know, it's one of those spots, you know, that you have different levels of bottom topography and reef structure, but also different levels of fish life and aquatic life. You've got the small macro, and what I mean by macro is the little itty bitty guys that you'll pass up and not see them if you don't look. So if you take your time and look, you have these little tropical fish that are beautiful and colorful, and if you really relax and kind of slow down, they'll hang out with you, and they're gorgeous, but you got to take your time, you got to slow down, you got to look for them, because they're little. People think that you need to get in and you need to kick like a mule to see all the good stuff, that you need to cover all the ground. Well, that's not necessarily true. Some of my best dives, personally, here in the Keys have been right below the boat.
You know, Scuba Nation, when I dive these reefs, what I like to do is actually stop, deflate all my air out, and lay on the bottom, like right next to the reef. And I like those small tropicals. They'll just, like, give them time, they'll come up right to you. And then next thing you know, you're covered all over with these small tropicals. You gotta try it sometimes, it's awesome.
Yeah, and you don't have to go far. You know, you don't have to go to a special spot to see sharks. You don't have to go to a special spot to see, you know, the small little gobies or the little itty bitty eels, you know, or spotted eels. In fact, today when we were diving, we had 2 nurse sharks that hung out with us the entire dive. You know, we had this little itty bitty eel that popped out to say hi, a little spotted moray, all on the same reef. You know, I saw the very small little Peterson cleaner shrimp that were down there. You know, their job is to clean everything. So you don't have to go to one spot to see this or that spot 40 miles away to see something else. Almost every spot down here, you've got the variety of the big critters, the little critters, the medium critters, everything in between. Another blessed thing down here in the Keys, outside of our beautiful underwater world, is once you become a landlubber again and you're back on land, boy, you have a numerous amount of options when it comes to phenomenal eateries. The Chica, you've got Lazy Days, which is phenomenal right on the water, and Ziggy Mad Dogs down here. That's a phenomenal place for surf and turf. And again, you got Ocean View, which you can sit out and watch a sports game. You know, they got 14 TVs outside, and you get a $5 hamburger and a cold beer. So, again, you've got all the variety in the water, you got all the variety of the restaurants, and you don't have to go far, it's all right here.
And folks, that's just scratching the surface of all the amazing wrecks, reefs, restaurants they have in the Florida Keys. We've been doing shows here for years and still haven't been to all of them yet. We plan to, though, and you should too. The Florida Keys is pure nirvana for the scuba diver. For Billy C., I'm Mitch, One Nation Underwater. Thanks for watching.
I'm technically the director of operations and the vice president of whatever is screwed up.
Justin, 1, 2, 3.
There we go.
Coming in.
Now that's a bit more natural than me putting my kid out to Billy's face.
I was like, hey,
We can't hear you, Billy.
hello, hello.
All the locals go to the Hogfish Water Boy.
Oh, hey, you need some more water?
Oh,
Here you go. Here.
oh, thank you. Thank you.
It's
Okay.
from the spring.
Okay.
Out back.
With over 20 Shipyard and Sea Dog beers, it's easy to find the right brew for any taste. Now it's even easier to find Shipyard in the restaurants, pubs, and retailers nearest you. Just go to shipyard.com and click on the Beer Finder link. Enter your zip code and see where you can enjoy or purchase Shipyard beer. Shipyard and Sea Dog beers, born in Maine and brewed in Florida.
ScubaNation Spare Air is like a parachute for scuba divers.
Diving is safe, but accidents can and do happen.
This product could save your life.
Spare Air is the easiest to carry and easiest to use redundant air system on the market. And it's perfect for travel. Visit spareair.com and read testimonials from divers like you. Spare Air, there when you need it. Shop Leisure Pro for all your diving and snorkeling needs. We make it easy to shop for the products you want with our product categories and navigation. Shop our weekly specials on our easy-to-use product pages. Chat with our experts and read product reviews to make sure the product you want is the product you're looking for. Our outstanding customer service is only a click away. So shop LeisurePro.com with the best price match guarantee and get the products you want fast.